Welcome back, and now tuned into the other side of sports. I'm your host, Laws. We back in the building. It's me, it's Aaron. We rocking out. You already know. Got a lot of stuff on tap. We're gonna get into one of our questions of the day. Before we do that, though, dog, they stormed Mar-a-Lago, dog. They stormed Trump whole property.
Got something in there.
Got him! Got him!
What the Bama hiding, dog? He got them goods in there.
Allegedly classified documents.
Uh-oh.
So Bama's is mad about emails. They should be incensed about this.
Dog, they was incensed about them emails, dog. That literally kept her out the White House.
Allegedly.
But yeah, dog, they trying to get the man. They gonna get him.
I mean, he already got. If they wanted to really lock him up, they got probably 20, 30 charges they could have ran down on the
No, the back. Yeah, that's a fact.
They scared of his folks acting up, though.
Yeah.
They're going to be at the police net.
They're going to have to lay him down, dog. You know how Dr. Umar say you ain't going to be able to reform all these bouncers off the street.
They got to go to sleep for
They
good.
got to go to sleep.
Some of them going to sleep for good!
Dog, that'll put Bama's.
But they don't want to do that, though.
Of course, dog. Protection for the complexion. It's a real thing. Because once you go there, dog, you got to fight them on all sides. And they with the smoke until they not with the smoke. Because as soon as they get to go to jail, Bama's be crying and weeping. Oh.
The last layer that's kind of saving white supremacy is like with rap music and the way the media portrays blacks, people are kind of numb to black people dying. They're not numb to seeing whitey stretched out with holes in them. Once that element gets added, that's going to topsy-turvy the whole demonstration. It's a wrap.
The whole demo finished.
And they know it. So they'll tolerate their BS before they start laying them down.
Yeah, dog. You already know. They're going to hold on. They're going to hold on to the end. All right, question of the day. I'm 25. I've been dating my girlfriend who's 26 for 3 years and some change. Living together for two of those years. The girl is truly my best friend, and there's nothing I wouldn't have done for her. I found out over the weekend that she has been sexting another man. Who doesn't even live in the same state as us for the past 5 months. Without giving too many revealing details, she's met this person at a convention while she was working, and they maintained in contact via Snapchat for 5 months. To me, this is cheating. When I confronted her about this, she became hysterical and tried to I guess, justify these actions by saying we weren't in the best of terms and other things like that. She told me that she never did anything physical with anyone and that this was the only person she behaved like this with, which I do believe reluctantly, because I told her that this was the only chance to tell me anything and everything. At this point, she has no reason to lie further. I even went as far as to confirming this with the other guy. I'm not even angry. I am just so hurt. I told her that I cannot be with her right now and I need to fall back and process this. She is staying at her parents' house currently. She sent me long messages telling me how sorry she is and how she is guilty and how she will do anything and everything to fix this. Moreover, we have been touring apartments the last few weeks since we are planning on moving, and now I'm sitting here looking for apartments by myself. Our current lease expires 10/31, so we basically have 2.5 months to figure things out. I guess I'm just looking for advice on what to do. Should I take her back? Should I stay in this relationship, or should I leave? What should I do?
Don't ask me a dumb question you don't answer to.
Aaron, you want to help your main man out, yeah?
The only reason he ain't touched her butt is because the Bama live in a different state. If it's true. 5 months is a long time just to be going back and forth. Adults don't want to see something after a certain point.
I mean, when they Snapchat, Bama doesn't even use Snapchat like no more.
They must be young.
Yeah,
the young Bama still use it because the
Drake. Yeah, so he Snapchat. So Snapchat is all pictures, though. The fact that he said I don't want to reveal any like detail, we already know what it is. She's showing the moo yaya, the biddies. He's showing his Lebo. You already know what it is, dog. They ain't gonna try and act like you don't know, bro. And now he trying to reconcile. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
And that's the thing. It's two terrible wrongs, and both of them is L's for you. One, either he hit the joint already and she lying. Two, once a youngin get that curiosity in her head that she want to test drive something, it's never gonna leave until she actually get the test drive the joint. So you might have defeated this joint, but at some point you gonna make her mad. Y'all gonna get in an argument. The sex life gonna slow down. Something gonna happen, and she gonna be right back on Snapchat. Like, you know what? And then every time she go on vacation, you're gonna be wondering, checking his Instagram to see if he in the same place. It's just a bunch of foolishness, dog. Y'all not married. Y'all don't have no kids. Get another one. It's over with. And don't let your budget for the apartment make a decision that's gonna mess the rest of your life up. Because y'all currently not married, don't have kids. Don't be shacking back up and she end up pregnant as a way to keep you tied to her, and then that's another obstacle you gotta navigate in the situation. So just take your L, cut your ties, keep it moving.
Yeah. I mean, dog. Yeah, you gonna have to cut ties. Let her walk the plank, dog. Just let her. You know, she wants to be in the streets. Let her be in the streets, dog. Sometimes people like it's one of them situations where it's, like, you can't force nobody to do something. Like, when you try to strong arm somebody, naturally they gonna try to break out of the jump. And it sounds like to me you trying to do a lot of, like, you trying to reel it in tight. You gotta just let it be, dog. The relationships that work the best are the ones where it's like, you know, it's trust. It's trust, dog. And when your trust is eroded, it's just hard to get back. So I'm with Aaron on this joke, man. You're going to have to go ahead and fall all the way back, you know. Slim with her moms, you might as well tell her to stay there, you know. And
birds gotta fly. They got
birds gotta fly, dog. You try to hold a bird in your hand, dog. As soon as your hand loosen a little bit, the joker gonna fly away quick. You already know. You already know. So, bro, save yourself the heartache and pain. Yeah, like, any youngin doing that, like,
it's in her blood. Like, sir, this is the thing. You can't, like, everybody's not fit or moldable to be a wife or a monogamous partner. Like, it's nothing you could do. You could be the richest bama. You could have your pipe down to your knee. You could be 6'5". None of the joint matters. If a youngin is made to be outside, she gonna be outside. She gonna find a way to get outside. Whether that be you leave the screen door crack, a window up, dog. If a stray want to be outside, it's going to get outside. And that's just what it is. He ain't going to do nothing but end up wrecking his life even more, being stressed in the fetal position.
That's what I'm saying. you asking for the pain, dog. You just, it's not what you want. Trust me. It's young, like, it's a big difference between youngins who want to be outside and youngins who don't. And,
right.
You know, you just need to find somebody else that's aligned with where you going in your trajectory, dog. That's it. That's it. Speaking of alignment, dog, what's going on, dog? Kevin Durant gave the ultimatum. We done told you Steve Nash was some trash. Can we be clear? Aaron, I told you
out the gate when they were talking about hiring him.
We said no. They said it was hiring Steve Nash. I said no. See, this is one of those classic cases where because Bama was good on the court, you think it just translates. He's not Jason Kidd, dog. It's not. And if anybody remembers, it took Jason Kidd a while before he became a solid coach. It took a while. He ain't come out the gate like that.
Inherit these great situations with a top 3 NBA player and then another top scorer.
No experience.
Sam Cassell is still an assistant coach traveling around the league. It's just, it boggles my mind, dog.
Boggles. And this is the thing. And I'm telling you, this is what they not going to say. This is what Durant can't say. Dog, the Bama don't know what he's talking about. Steve Nash don't know how to coach basketball. He don't know how to coach players. He don't know X's and O's as good as y'all think he know X's and O's. Dog, Aaron, you know, playing the game and then knowing the game are two different things, dog.
Right, transferring the game to other players versus what you do in your own body is two completely different things.
Two completely different things.
If that wasn't the case, Jordan would be the greatest GM of all time.
Exactly, dog. Facts. Facts. And I'm gonna tell you another caveat that nobody's mentioning in this whole situation. It's the fact that Kevin Durant, what team did he play for before he went to the Brooklyn Nets, dog?
Steve Kerr. You can't go from Steve Kerr to that.
You cannot go to. You cannot. First of all, we've had even JaVale McGee. You've had NBA players talk about what happens at Golden State and how they run their organization and how Steve Kerr. Sorry, gotta get the Steves right. How Steve Kerr coaches that basketball team totally different, and how he gives autonomy to his players and how he knows what the heck he talking about, dog. And he knows how to he knows how to get them to buy into certain things he want to change and do because they know that Bama got rings. Steve Nash ain't got no rings. He ain't got no real pedigree. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, the league, because he could pass the ball well, the league he stole the MVP from Kobe. That year, it should have went to Kobe. That Bama got it. Yeah, it just, dog, it's literally, they cater to the man. And now you in a situation where you got to choose. And Aaron, I want to tell you, y'all heard it here first. I'm going to tell you, they not going to choose Kevin Durant, even though they should.
They don't have a choice. You think they're going to play chicken?
No, they going, yeah. And the thing is, it's going to get worse. Because now the fact that this has come out, and he's already said this, dog, you can't go back to the house after your youngin told you got to get out.
Is this confirmed that he said this, though?
It ain't that. Listen, if I'm a NBA basketball player, right, and there's a storyline that comes out and said, Harold said, you know, he don't want to rock with his team, whatever. Dog, that is too damaging to the team for me to just like play in the background unless the coach himself says, hey, don't even address it, right? Because we've already had a conversation and then we can just laugh at it or whatever. But like, I feel like stuff like this, you have to address because to me, this is so egregious. This just can't pop out of thin air, yeah. It's either coming from directly from your camp, an agent, or he really said it. You think this is made up, Aaron?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we filter all of the news stories, even the egregious ones that come out, I want to say like 40% of them are accurate within context. So I don't know. He could not like Nash as a coach and be like, that's what got me wanting to be traded. But did the Bama say it's either Nash or me? I can't necessarily stand on comments from anonymous Joe Blows. Though.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we know that Bama said he wanted to be traded. We know that's confirmed.
Right.
I don't know if this is on account of like Kyrie. Like, is Durant, like, you know what I'm saying? We know that the Bama Steve Nash is some trash as a coach. So I can only assume that this is facts. And the only reason I'm saying that is because of the person who could say, like, there's not a lot of Bamas in the league that could just be like, it's either me or the coach. Not a lot of Bamas who could say. Kevin Durant is one.
Yeah, and the thing is, not even just the X's and O's. When you look at the Harden situation with Kyrie, Sam Cassell would have told Kyrie, if you don't shut your unavailable ass up, we need James Harden here. We need to get him involved, not run the Bama off the team. And it's just like little things like that a head coach should be able to be like, nah, nigga, cut that out. We need him. Or your point guard's supposed to be your leader. You can't be the Bama taunting other people on the team. You can't be. That's not your role.
No, you heard that last year in the playoffs, the team was trying to get Ben Simmons to come help them so they wouldn't get swept. This is alleged, right? That Ben Simmons deleted himself from the group chat. So, dog, this is the type of stuff. Dog, all these reports that coming out of the Nets, if you have an alpha coach, none of this is happening, dog. All the stuff that be happening on Doc Rivers' watch when he had the Celtics and all that, you ain't hear about it. Bama's call them trash, whatever, but you're not hearing about it. There's a certain level of respect where you're not going to throw the person's name out there, dog. Even if you feel some type of way, you're not going to put the Bama name out there unless you think, see, Aaron, listen, I live my life on analogies and parallels and just what I know from different circumstances in life, dog. Bama's pick and choose who they can run over, who they can say certain stuff to, who they can smack in the mouth, and nobody going. Will Smith did the whole assessment before he got on stage and hit Chris Rock. All of the above, though. You're not gonna put Obama's name in something unless you know you can put his name in something and there ain't no repercussions. Because you're not doing that with everybody. And so I feel like this goes to show you that there is no respect for Steve Nash on that Nets roster. No respect. Kevin Durant don't respect him. Kyrie Irving don't respect him. And granted, there was issues with Kyrie Irving and Steve Nash that were reported, that came out when he wasn't playing, the whole COVID situation. So we already know they don't really rock with each other heavy, for real. Then they had to eat that, and he had to come back to the team, and then they tried to like move on. These Bama's got swept in the playoffs. You said, I took the burden off of Durant. I mean, granted, they get some responsibility, but I put more of it on Steve Nash, and that was based upon what we saw. So,
and Bama's got mad when you said, you know they're gonna come defend Zaddy. You know how that go.
They can defend Daddy. It don't matter what they try to defend, dog. You can't defend getting swept with two of the top 10 best scorers in the league on your team. I don't care who the rest of your roster is. You can't defend it. You got to win one game. Steve Nash is not a good coach, and that's just the facts. And watch, it won't be until later in the game where Bama's don't feel like, they can just speak freely. They go on one of these little podcasts with the basketball Bamas, and then they just talk freely and talk about how trash the Bama was and different circumstances and situations they experienced. But dog, you can just see it. Dog, it's a level of non-respect. This Bama think he coaching AAU, and he just doesn't know how to galvanize the team to be able to play and produce at the level they needed, or the expectation level that they have for the team with the players that they have on the team. How about that? So,
and that doesn't mean he won't ever get there. He just should have never inherited the team he inherited.
That's a fact.
And that's systematic of how, or systemic of how that tends to happen, where you have a Sam Cassell who we've been begging and pleading to get a head coaching job, particularly here. But then you take a Steve Nash who knows why, just inherits a golden job like getting Brooklyn with KD.
And nobody really questioned his nobody really, his credentials, dog. Like Bama's questioning everybody else's credentials. They ain't question this Bama's credentials. Not one. They just automatically assume it's just going to translate because the Bama was an assist leader while he was playing in the game.
It's the chip, dog. That chip makes Bama's automatically think it's going to be successful.
Oh, and on top of that, right? You gotta understand, you're hiring him because you think he's a great player. But dog, the Bamas in his class don't even look at him like he all that great. When Bamas do top 10, I don't never hear this Bama name come up.
Never.
So, I mean, yeah, Steve Nash some trash. You heard it here first. No hate. It's just the facts. Other basketball news, they gave her 9.5 years, Aaron. They trolling America.
You knew that was coming.
They trolling.
But they don't have leverage without giving her an extensive sentence. That's all part of their plan to begin with. Or they would have just let her out.
They're going to get 3 first-round picks, dog, for Brittany.
Yeah, it's like trading with Ernie Grunfeld.
They're going to get 3 ones.
Because you was like, it's no way. They've never given up the Merchant of Death. Now they talking about Merchant of Death and a first-round pick. So, no, they trade with the Wizards. You already know what's about to happen. Fleece.
Dog, leave her over there, dog. That sounds so insensitive. Dog, but it's the truth. Dog, I seen a meme this week. If I was over there, Aaron, Brittany Griner would be getting the best rest she ever got on her Tempur-Pedic, dog. Nobody would care.
It's a fact.
One of us was over there, nobody would care, dog. And then I saw too this week, somebody called out Kamala Harris, was like, you need to fall back, Slim. You need to fall back. You was giving Bama L's too off the marijuana smoke, so we gonna fall back if we. I'm like,
right? People act like people not over here in America unjustly sentenced. Bama serving double-digit years for marijuana, and white people out here making billions of dollars off of it. Like, no,
dirty game, dog. It's a dirty game. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we probably won't see it. If they sent Trump to jail, I don't think she got to stand a chance to get back. Because if it seemed like the Bama just keep upping the ante. Every like Let me get this too.
He gonna toy with him at least in midterms. Yeah,
let me get 2 first rounds in a. No, yeah, you already know. Cause dog, you realize that the closer it gets to the midterm, the more you got to give up. You got to make this happen. Now, you done stuck your foot in the mouth. This is the thing. You better off you Biden just saying we not trading. We don't trade with terrorists and criminals and none of that. She gonna have to stay over there. I'm sorry. And then everybody just boohoo and shed tears. And then, just like everything else, Bama's get over it. Has it been any protests?
I'm sure it's been little slight joints. Not from the demographic that moved the needle though. So
okay. It's a long road back, It's a long road back. We'll look at the teams outside of the Washington Commanders for the starters, though. But this was. Dog, Trayvon Diggs looking like he on easy bake oven out there. Dog, you can't let no names just run past you like that. You a corner, bro. That's unacceptable.
But that's been his MO. Get burnt, get a pick. Yeah. Get burnt, get a pick.
Yeah.
He one of them 50-50 type jokes.
Yeah, he is. Dog, but you getting burnt they can't by no names, dog. You supposed to be a veteran.
Bama name ain't got nothing to do with his 40 time.
Yeah, you right. So you're not concerned.
I mean, this is who Trayvon Diggs is. He gonna probably have 6-7 picks this year. And he gonna get toasted on, get 6-7 bombs scored on. That's just the climate. I know Bama's in Dallas, or Dallas fans had you thinking he was about to be the next
Revis
or Dion, but that was never the case. It is who we thought he was.
Yeah, that's a fact. This another one got sent. Who? What number? Ravens first round pick Kyle Hamilton. Took a bad angle. Well, in this situation, I kind of give him a pass, dog, because he's not a corner. He's a versatile safety, which is a little different. And clearly, he tried to put his hand out there. He tried to body him, and the Bama just swiveled past it and ran past him. I mean, it is what it is. Ravens fans, you don't need to be concerned by this, though. He going to be all right. Young player, but he going to be all right. Then speaking of other young players, back to basketball. I know you saw this, Aaron.
Let's go. It's a man's league. He a little boy.
I just said he's too young.
He's too soft. Let's go. He's too soft. He's too soft. Let's go. Hey, number 5 was fight. Real number 5.
Right.
Real number 5.
Get your man.
Disrespectful.
Get your man.
Disrespectful.
They don't do this to every rookie, Harold.
They don't do this to every rookie.
We tried to tell you.
So this the thing.
They see something.
Paulo. Hey, look. Hey, Young, I need you to look into the camera, bro. I need you to look into the camera. I need you to take this personal. You got to take... Hey, Aaron, we hoopers. If Bama ever disrespect me like that...
It's going to be hands thrown. We're not even getting to the basketball.
Ain't no soft over here, dog. I'm 6'8". I'm 6'9", 240. I show you soft.
And Bama weighing 160 pounds is out here bullying you.
Bullying you? See, dog, they're unacceptable. Now he was on the sideline chirping. In the game, he did that. He threw the ball at him or whatever. I don't know what transpired.
It got way more disrespectful too. He was throwing the ball off this Bama, like standing over top of him while he was on the ground, all kind of fools. Like they really was bullying that Bama. And that's the thing. You're not even in a league game. You're not probably gonna get a suspension. You got to smack him off the break. Because when other like fake tough guys like Steven Jackson and those kind of guys see somebody else do you like that, they're gonna try to get their G points up when they play him the same way they did Blake Griffin. And you light skin, and they're gonna try you. They like This mixed Bama, he's soft.
No, you got to
smack him.
You got to dive into your true inner light skin. See, the true inner light skin is when you got to act out because you got to try to prove
do too much.
Dark skin. You got to do too much. You got to go off the handle. You got to beat the Bama up on the gym, and everybody be like, dog, he finished that Bama, dog.
Yeah, if you you got to nip it early, so you don't have this plague you your career the way Blake Griffin has. Like the first two, smack. He can't really do nothing. The Bama only like 6'5", 170
can't
pounds.
Do nothing.
Banchero is
first,
like
Bama's gonna swarm. Bama's gonna swarm immediately at this to break the joint up anyway. And if you put hands on, if you just it just gotta be a soft 2-piece. Like don't talk to me. I'm not no little boy out here.
He gonna talk crazy, but the video is forever. Yeah. And Bama's always gonna go back to that highlight reel. Like, did you see Banchero smack the? And then all of the fake tough NBA guys gonna think about it twice because they like, nah, this yellow nigga might swing.
He might swing. That's what that gotta be your MO. That first of all, that's going 10 years of your career gonna be smooth sailing, dog. You ain't gonna have to deal with no smoke to Bama's forget.
Facts. And the thing is, like the progressives and the women, they not gonna like the fact that low-level threats of violence is what keeps peace and keeps chaos from ensuing amongst men, especially in like urban environments. The fact that you can't just do whatever and go home and get in your bed and sleep a good night's sleep that night unscathed is what keeps Bama from doing too much or getting too disrespectful. The little skinny Bama doing that means he knew in his heart that this big yellow Bama wasn't going to do nothing.
And the thing is, the funny part is though, when I looked at this, and I support Banchero. I think he's gonna be a good NBA player, right? When I saw how Dejounte kind of like treated him, dog, it reminded me of myself, dog. That's how I used to be. I used to talk reckless like that on the court. I used to throw the ball up the glass, dunk the jump, throw the ball. You can't. I mean, if D ain't on here to solidify, but that's how I used to be. Greasy Bama talk. If I sense you was soft in any capacity, you was gonna hear about it right then and there.
Anybody ever put hands on you for your mouth?
I did. One time I got 2-piece on the basketball court, dog.
Exactly. Did you keep mouthing off at the Bama that 2-piece you?
I did not.
Never
again. Listen, I'm gonna keep it. Hey, Your Honor, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I was talking greasy. And real talk, the Bama could not check me. And I was telling him, like, dog, you can't check me, dog. Every time he came over this young, I was like, this is automatic bucket. I mean, I was talking greasy. Dog, I went up for a rebound. I came down. I turned this Bama said, "Bop."
Did you drop?
I was like, oh, the Jones stunned me. And D looked and was like, D was dead. D was dead, dog. These are all confirmed stories, young. For y'all entertainment. D looked and was like, oh, what you gonna do? And I was like, the Bama stole me so quick. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be a fight. Cause the Bama had hands too. Them Jones was two. You know the difference between Bamas who steal you with hands versus Bamas who ain't got no hands for real. So I was like, oh snap. So I bowed out, dog. I took the L. And D was like, he was like, dog, if you would have fought the Bama, you would have lost, but you made the right decision. So I bowed out. Granted, I was like 12 years old. So, you know what I'm saying? But still, talking greasy, you get hands put on you.
It just dude had a peaceful, quiet rest of the game. The rest of the time he knew you. He didn't have to worry about you chirping, talking about how sorry he was. Bama came to the court, left the court in peace.
I ain't talk trash to that Bama no more. I tell you that much.
Violence works, dog.
No,
I ain't saying murk the Bama. I ain't saying, you know what I mean? But sometimes.
And real talk, the hands was just like warning signs. Like, chill out. It wasn't like he was trying to like fight me for real. But it was like, you ain't going to talk to me crazy. It was one of them type jumps. Gotta know your audience, dog. Gotta know your audience. And Banchero, for the rest of your days, you're going to have to deal with this. For the rest of your days, young. Just like Carmelo had to deal with youngins, talking about his young and Lala out here, Honey Nut Cheerios and all that. Like, just like everybody got to deal with it, bro. You going, dog, even Steph, Bama's don't even talk nothing to Steph. I heard Steph be talking trash back and be going ham on Bama's too. So
I believe it.
Yeah, dirty game.
And he's a cooker. Like if you end up being a cooker,
fact.
that'll save you a little bit. That'll save you a little.
That'll save you. Yeah. Yeah, nah. But you can't be having this stuff happening early. You just got to the league, dog. Your reputation is too critical right here at this junction. On to some Commanders news. First of all, your boy, apparently in camp, he can throw 100,000 deep balls all day, but the Bama can't make 10, 15-yard passes. Word on the street, the offense looked real sussy. I don't know. There's questions around his accuracy. That's word on the street. I don't know what to make of it, Aaron. I mean, I guess this is what we thought we was going to get with Carson Wentz. He's never been, the super most accurate, quarterback 10 yards in. I mean, 27 and 7 touchdowns last year. I just, what do people want, dog? I mean, I actually prefer Alabama to air it out. I know you can't air it out all the time, and I know that our offense is not conducive to airing it out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a more.
I mean, it should be all the speed they got out there. The Smurf receiver. To me, it's the second week of training camp, dog. The Bama's in a completely new offense. This isn't a derivative of any offense he's been in the past. When you thinking out that joint, you're not going to be 100% arm talent. He's not going to be his most accurate. Not saying that he's going to go from a 70 to a 99, but I think once he understands where the ball's going to go, when he's not thinking, when he kind of like can make his reads as second nature, he'll appear to be more accurate because he won't be thinking as he's out there. He'll just be, being able to play and rely on muscle memory. So he doesn't have to be Tom Brady for them to be better than they were last year. Like people just got to understand that it was a reason that Bama was available. You got him. He's better than what you had. So you got to ride with it. The same passes you was giving Heineke and all these other guys, Kirk, like ride with it.
Yeah. They're going to have to do that. They're going to have to do it. Other Washington football news, Sam Mills' son, legendary Hall of Famer, Sam Mills Sr., Sam Mills Sr., got fired today by Ron Rivera.
Oh, he was the problem, huh?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why Del Rio he the D-line coach? How he all of a sudden on the chopping block? This you all halfway. So apparently his dog, the Commanders can't have no quiet weeks, dog, without some foolishness. Apparently, they end up firing him because there was a difference of opinions of philosophy, apparently, according to Ron Rivera.
Y'all just figuring that out?
I'm trying to figure out what it is, dog. What is it? Because to me, this sounds bogus to me, dog. It sounds like they're trying to either this is Del Rio's doing and he don't agree with Del Rio, and Del Rio's like, we gotta let, because especially if you start to get the players on your side, and granted, I do like to draw things from different areas that may not necessarily fit in this space. This is all speculative, right? But I can only imagine being on a team, being a coach, coaching one of the most prominent areas of the team, right? Because that's where all your first round picks is, the D-line and stuff like that. Having your coach or the person you report to speak disparagingly about African Americans, players coming to you to kind of see your sentiments, you being a little older probably have a different perspective than a lot of these young NFL players, and basically starting to ingratiate yourself with them in a different level than the head coach, and maybe contradicting, well, not the head coach, but I'm saying the head D coordinator, and starting to have a difference of this dude don't know what he's talking about. or this is not the direction, or they not listening to the defensive coordinator because now they don't trust him that he has their best interests at mind.
It's going to come out. It's going to come out because like the rest of the league already looks at this as a clown show, right? And they also, in general, protect their own. For you to wait until this point to fire a guy, you pretty much guarantee he's probably not going to end up being able to make a lateral move at this point because no other dumbass organization is going to have an opening at the D line this late into the offseason, basically the new season. So I think he's going. Maybe Pittsburgh picks him up. You know, he's once he gets a job, it's going to come out.
But you know how this league works. Like when they discard you like this is cruddy. But by the way, right? Unless Aaron, please indulge me.
If you didn't take your Johnson out,
what situation would deem it permissible to fire a coach? D-line, this Bama's just like, what would
your
you
best
have to
unit,
do?
your most talented unit? You got to either me too somebody, you got to put hands on somebody.
Who? Hands on who? Player? Coach?
Any staff. I mean, it's anybody's staff.
But if you do that, I think that gets out quick.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You can't keep that in house.
I'm leaning more towards once them comments came out, like you said, Bama started looking at Del Rio different. They start, whereas before when Del Rio yell at you, it's like, okay, it's just football. After hearing those comments when he yell at you, it's like, hold on, who you think you are? Like this ain't no playing tape. You know what I mean? It's just when you hear stuff like that about people that you looked at differently, it kind of changes the relationship and the respect level. So if you lose respect for your boss, he can't do the same stuff he probably was doing before. Every time he asks you to do something, you probably rolling your eyes like this sucker salt. You know what I mean? It's just,
especially if you one of the players that can do that.
And that's just giving them the benefit of the doubt of being an adequate football organization that wouldn't find out this late into the season that you have a difference in X's and O's philosophy with your D-line coach.
It's a small list. And honestly, unless he's like insubordinate, you know what I'm saying? It's one thing for you to just be like, you know, like, listen, I think we need to do X, Y, and Z with the line, or 4-3, or 3-4, and you're like, well, I'm trying to run this system. I think we need to use these guys interchangeably. And you saying, all right,
I'm with him every day. So-and-so a bum.
Yeah, you gonna run into problems with him because he don't have the capacity to be able to do that.
You can't play him here. You can't play him there. I'm watching him every day. You know what I mean? And so it becomes that ego game with a lot of these dudes, especially because the defense has been failing. So every time somebody challenges something he said, he taking it like, oh, you think you know more than me. You think you the D coordinator. You know how I go with these egos. Again, this is speculation, but we don't got to be there to know what's going on.
We gonna see it on the field. We gonna see, and all we gonna do, because this is all we ever do, is just point back to times like this where we say, "Oh, there's something there," and everybody was like, they just heard us, but they didn't really hear us. And then when it shows up, then they be like, "We told y'all it was something there." Now they got. So I'm gonna tell you, with stuff like this, it's either only two things happen, Aaron. It either get better or it get worse. And if Sam Mills, if he is a coach that everybody respected and look up to and rock with heavy, and you just discard him, right? And then try to tell the team to move on and just whatever, and he's like really ingratiated.
And the players know why. The players know why.
That's a fact.
They might not say it. It might not come out from them. They know why.
That's only going to cause more and further dissension, further resentment with the coaching staff, and this is going to show up on the field, dog. It's just going to show up on the field. When Bamas don't rock with each other or they don't believe in the philosophy that the coaches laid out, Just like Roquan Smith want to get out of there now. He like, I'm finished, dog. Get me out of here. Because they see, you know what's going to work versus what's not going to work. This is the bottom line. It's don't take a rocket scientist. We say it all the time. Football, basketball, sports is easy. You know right away what kind of season it's going to be. You know right away. Sometimes it may take a little bit, but for the most part, you know if somebody has command of like how things are going. They have structure, you know, whatever. But it's going to show up in the games. If they're not successful, you already know Bama's they're going to wave a white flag quick. And then you're going to start hearing the reports come out hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. Yeah. Follow us at OSS980 at Other Side of Sports. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribing right now. Share the content. Football is back, dog. First preseason game. I ain't even watched the jump, dog. I mean, I had it on, but the jump was so trash. I just like this week. Actually, some games is happening. We'll probably get to see some first team action from some of the teams out there. Anybody you want to see in preseason? Anything you looking forward to seeing in preseason?
Dotson. Also the receiver from from USC. The Drake London.
Oh, Drake London. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just seeing how the rookies are looking. Like you said, Kyle Hamilton. I don't know if Detroit's receiver's playing. Williams. Mm-hmm. Is he playing? Do you know, or is he still on rehab?
I don't know. I wouldn't expect him to play yet, but we'll see. We'll see how things go.
Because I think you end up seeing it pretty fast. Like once guys are on the field in uniform against other guys of the same pedigree, you get to tell pretty fast if they're gonna end up being somebody or not. You can kind of tell really early. So just looking to see them in their new uniforms and if they look scared or just how they look.
Yeah, they look ready. Yeah, I'm excited to see. Can you talk to the people, man, so we can get 100K this year, dog? What's up with the apps, bro?
Yeah, Game Bet DC is lacking out here, but
what's that?
We got MGM supposed to have one this year.
BetQL. What's that joint looking like? You looked at any of these other joints?
Not yet. I'm gonna have to figure it out though. We getting close. Yeah, I ain't betting on no preseason games like a degenerate.
Nah, but what?
When the season come, I used to bet on preseason.
That's a cat. That's easy. That's easy. That's like sitting at the roulette table at Vegas.
It's 50-50. Just roll the dice.
You giving your money away, dog. We're gonna see what's happening. And I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We got that week 1 prediction schedule. We got it coming back. D coming back to the show for the predictions each week. Jeremy John done got into it. I think last year you won, right?
It would have had to be me. Who else would have won?
Come on, dog. Stop. This year we got to square one. It's all about redemption, dog.
We got to up the stakes so Bama stay in it from beginning to end. Yeah, we're gonna have to up the stakes.
What steak dinner? That's not enough. Steak dinner is good, dog.
We gotta keep increasing the stakes.
We need it. Y'all tell us what y'all. If you're a fan, you fan of the show, you watch the show, you want to be a part of the Pick'em jump. You want to join in. You can join in. Yeah, we'll make it happen. We're gonna have a fans Pick'em. Each week, you pick your winners and losers. Whoever sustains. If you miss a week, you just don't. Your numbers don't carry over to the next week. But if you stay with it from week 1 to week 17, 18, then we're gonna have a gift for you. I actually got a gift for anybody who wants it. I try to give it to one of our followers on here. Send me your info. I'll send you a t-shirt. Got hats, got all types of stuff. I got gear just chilling in the house. If you want some OSS gear or something, you gotta rock. You gotta share the content. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing free, but we'll bless you. We out.